Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah, I move fast and climb a new class divine, yeah, true passion shines. And I'm through passing time, I choose stacking dimes. You snooze half the time while I move passing by. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. And I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the horizon. I lose track of time, yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in here live on Beaufort Zone. We got our first girls high school soccer match of the evening going on between Beaufort hosting the crosstown Bluffton Bobcats. My name is Javon Livingston. Alongside me tonight, we got the great Mr. Thomas Erdell visiting us on spring break from USC. How you doing tonight, Thomas?
I'm doing good, Javon, and got treated to a great game of Beaufort softball last night. Looking forward to a great game of girls soccer here tonight. Just excited to see what they have in store this future region matchup, for the purposes of tonight, non-region, but with Beaufort moving back up to 4A next year, preview of many battles to come between these two teams.
Yeah, and I love that, for these teams, and, we talked about that a little bit before the game, and, about the teams being local and all of them being inside the same region, and that's just great for the teams because there's not too much travel, Beaufort's, in the middle, playing a lot of Charleston teams. I think May River is one of the teams that was in consideration to actually go up to 5A. But if they got a 5A team, they would have to travel to like Myrtle Beach, and they would have to do a lot of traveling to be in that 5A. So they're the biggest school in the area, which is surprising because they're one of the newest schools as well. May River just being built a couple of years ago. So be excited to see it. Less travel for all of these teams here in the area, so that'll be good for a lot of local matchups between these two teams, which is what we all love to see before they start traveling for the playoffs.
Yeah, those loco on loco matchups, as Mr. Justin Jarrett likes to call them over on Loco Sports too. Beaufort County teams doing battle here tonight after the captains go out for the coin toss. So momentarily, about to see who gets the ball first.
Yeah, we'll take a minute to check out the weather. Nice, cool 64 degrees out here tonight. So nice, cool weather as it's possibly about to rain here tonight. But judging by the radar, I think we're clearing up to about 9 o'clock. So I think if everybody can get out of here by 9, I think we'll be good to go as far as the chance of rain goes here tonight. But right now, nice cloudy skies, and they're perfect for some nice action. Now, before rain weather is always the best, right? Cool breezes, nice overcast, no sun. I mean, granted, it's nighttime here anyways, but just also a great time for sports action.
Yeah, great night here in the Nest. You mentioned, clear skies so far. For the moment, hopefully, we're able to get out of here okay. But it looks like Beaufort is going to start with the ball. See number 14, Selena Duncan, standing over that. We were talking to the PA announcer for the Eagles. She's the reigning region player of the year, so going to try and show that dominance here tonight.
Yeah, so excited to see them. 40-minute halves here for the girls here, so let's get it rolling. Taking their time, taking it back and forth, and this is one of those times where, when it comes to the action, I defer to you a little bit here. As soccer is not my best commentary of sports here, but just decided to give these girls a little bit of coverage here, making a push.
Yeah, and I didn't do too many of their games last year with you, but I remember we had an exciting one the first time we did it last year together with Beaufort defeating Hilton Head in a penalty shootout. So that one was definitely a fun one, and excited to be back here in the Nest to watch them play against Bluffton tonight.
Now we're going to be kicked far ahead and rolling out of bounds. And one of those things that I had to get used to was that for soccer, for the most part, the clock just basically just keeps on rolling. It doesn't really stop too often. Rolling clock until the final 2 minutes, it stops, and the clock is kept on the field by the center ref.
Yeah, they just take into consideration all the stoppages that have happened, and that's how they determine how much time they should add. So how many times the ball goes out and whatnot. Duncan almost with a good shot at goal there, but easily saved from the Bluffton keeper.
Yeah, and I believe they kicked far away on the set up to midfield there.
Strong kick there, showing off the leg with the punt. So far, both teams doing a good job of keeping control and passing the ball. And the second I say that, of course, the ball goes flying out of Bluffton's possession. But before that kick, they seem to have a pretty good handle on it.
Yeah, and I will say, our last soccer coverage last year went to talk to Ms. Wilson before the game, and I told her, I was like, we got a shootout scoreboard. First game last year that we covered versus Hilton Head, went to a shootout, and I wasn't prepared for that my first game. I didn't know that's how they did the overtime rules, things like that. So, but now we got a shootout scoreboard, so we'll be able to check. We'll be able to keep track of that. Should it go to a shootout here near the end of the game? We should got a good matchup here between these two schools.
Yeah, constantly innovating for the channel, just adding new parts. Love to see that. Like you said, you weren't prepared, but now you're ready for it. And, should the need arise, you can show off the cool display.
Yeah, luckily I only needed one time. I made a quick adjustment there, and I thought the game ended in a tie. I also ended that live stream as well. So I had to quickly put up another one and reset the scoreboard and everything to try to keep track and just kind of explain to everybody what was going on during that shootout.
Yeah, Beaufort.
And they're going to get a goal right past Alexa Smith. And here for the first score of the night.
great team build up there. Saw Duncan just go up that left side, pass into the middle of the box, and with just 4 minutes into this game, we've already seen a goal. So a lot faster than we did first game covering them last year. See how Bluffton can respond here, conceding so early in this matchup.
Yeah, waited a little bit on that. Waited a little bit late on that replay, folks. But I'll make sure I get that for you on the next goals here to come here. But Beaufort up 1-0.
Yeah.
Scoring early, just before 3 minutes.
And you see Bluffton trying to attack hard there down their left-hand side of the field, but ball headed out of bounds. Looks like it'll be a Bluffton corner. See their players make their way up to the box, leaving 3 defenders back.
Adjust that clock there for you for a second. For some reason, our clock's up. I might get it set to stop when a score is made, but clock's still rolling here tonight.
That one's just gonna harmlessly go out of bounds. Unable to make anything of that corner kick, but looks like another one coming up. It's switching sides now.
Yeah, basically.
Went from the left corner to now the right corner for Bluffton. Good cross into the box there. Just stout defense from the Lady Eagles. And now trying to counterattack on the other end, just kicking it around, but these passes seem to be finding their target.
And then Pacheco was up front there for the Eagles. And look at that, we got a Pacheco the first time. Isaiah Pacheco of the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, no relation right there. Gianna Pacheco up front for the Lady Eagles. That was the only reason I know how to pronounce that name, by the way. So sometimes it pays off watching games there.
Got to be a student of the game, as they say. You know, watch a bunch of different games, you know, see how you pronounce difficult last names such as that, so you don't want to mess it up. And you know, the NFL coming in handy there. Kansas City Chiefs running back.
Frazier tosses that one in for head, and right back out it goes to the hurdles. My high school sport of choice. It's not a soccer player. High school hurdles it was for me. I sucked at the 110 though. I was terrible at the 110. 400 all day. That 110, I was in shambles, man.
That's the the neat thing about the high school stadiums is a lot of them are built inside of that track, so you got the track around them, and obviously it serves as the football field, the cross field. Obviously tonight they're playing soccer. Many uses for the athletic facilities here. I hadn't been to this stadium in quite a while. And, so I was pulling up and I saw their football state championship banner out front. So that looked very nice as well. That's a great save there from the Bluffton keeper. That shot from long distance.
Yeah, Smith with the save that time, just tapping that one over, avoiding another potential score here for Beaufort. So far, I think they've got both shots on goal here tonight with 1 for 2 tonight. Haven't given up a shot on their side yet.
Yeah, and, it's definitely very different seeing the junior Johanna Laney in goal as last year as, the star goalkeeper now at Georgia Southern. Quinn Wilson, also the point guard for the basketball team for the Eagles, but obviously now a freshman in college, and Laney taking her spot so far. Hasn't really had to have any big role in this game, other than just kicking it out to her team. Obviously, she'll want to keep it that way, but see how she can play when called upon.
Yeah, and speaking of Wilson, her dad's on the scoreboard and in the stadium scoreboard and doing the stadium announcing, and her mom's still the head coach here, and they tune into her. And I just want to let everybody know that if you're watching our games, that our games stay up forever. You can always watch those. They watch Quinn play on ESPN2, and he was talking about how those games disappear after a while, and they can't travel to see all those games because one, they coach, still these young ladies here also, and then it's a lot different when you get to that second level. Instead of going, an hour away or 30 minutes around the corner, 3 hours most, inside the state, you turn around and you know have to travel. Like you said, she's going to Hawaii. She was just in Montana. You know what I'm saying? You're just going
Unreal
state to state.
travel
Yeah,
places.
you're going all over the place, in and out of the country.
Yeah, it's just a different grind at that next level. Teams you're playing, and you never know where you'll go, or because it's up to the athletic director to schedule those games. You never know who they're going to schedule. So, sure, that's an exciting opportunity for the team, though.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I would love to be able to travel just like that. Like I had a great time. I do a little bit of semi-pro coverage. So when I travel, anywhere from North Carolina down to Florida, Alabama, it's a great time traveling and setting up in all those different places and venues, and seeing different places. And then you take the time to go on vacation once you're down there. New places to eat. Seeing different cities and things like that. So it's pretty awesome. So I'm pretty sure Wilson is having a great time. And first shot on goal right there for Bluffton, quickly scooped up there.
Yeah, that one just right at Laney. Not going to be able to get past her, but we've seen both teams kind of shoot it from farther distance. Obviously, that goal was inside the box with the assist from Duncan, but both teams taking shots from pretty far out on both ends. Foul called there. Wasn't able to see who was on, but free kick now for Bluffton. You see majority of their players head to the offensive side, see what she's going to do here. She sends it deep or not, and she will. Straight to a Beaufort player, however, but Bluffton able to retain possession. So far, both teams, doing a pretty decent job of when they lose the ball, they're able to get it back quickly. But Beaufort was just able to, so far, just capitalize on that one counterattack, and they've had the majority of shots on goal. Like you said, I believe it's 2 or 3, and able to put one in the net out of those 3. As here they go again here.
Yeah, the chase, and there you go. You can see that speed up front from Duncan. She was the region player of the year last year, and that was one of those things that I was excited to see. And I talk about that all the time. Seeing multi-sport athletes, and thinking maybe they might be good, or maybe they might be decent at one sport, or maybe they might not be good at another sport, and then you see them in their actual sport. You know what I'm saying, of choice or whatever. And getting out here and seeing Selena Duncan, seeing her for volleyball, and to come out here and just to see the speed that she has when that ball gets kicked out ahead is definitely a shock to me, and amazing to see what the athlete that she is.
Yeah, you just mentioned her playing volleyball. I had no clue she was a two-sport star. So that's very interesting. As you said, soccer being her main sport, but obviously, high school, if you want to play multiple sports, is the best time to do it.
Yeah, she's a libero doing volleyball. She does a good job for that Lady Eagles volleyball team as well. Just when she gets out here in that soccer field, I was like, she takes off. I was like, what was that running up front? I was like, that's Duncan.
Here she goes again as you speak.
Yeah, there she goes. But yeah, you see definitely the speed. Definitely famous Duncan out here on the soccer team.
Yeah, and she almost had herself another assist just a few moments ago, but there was just nobody there to meet that cross, unfortunately, for the Eagles. But, using that blazing speed, taking off down the left wing for the Eagles. So far, she's definitely been the impact player.
Tossed in near Brown before being taken away.
Yeah, and Beaufort pressing Bluffton when they get the ball. They're just flying to that ball. As you see the pressure there, but able to get it away. Come flying in again and just trying to take away possession and get it back to their, all-star attackers. They had got Reese Myers up there. We just mentioned Duncan. So definitely a plethora of offensive options. That defense just has to give them the ball. ref signals for the Bluffton throw. Or now changed to a Beaufort throw. Looked like he signaled Bluffton's way at first, but
Sometimes they get confused a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the one thing I thought about too, I forgot who I was talking to. They had this conversation when they talked about high school referees. High school refereeing is near the, you know, for regular normal athletic contests, it's towards the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to, you know, coaching. I mean refereeing. I mean, of course you have your, you know, semi-pro, adult athletic events, and then you have, you know, your youth league events. But right after that, it becomes high school, and you know, sometimes people get frustrated with these refs. And I understand you want these guys to get every single call right and everything right, but understand these are just high school referees. You know what I'm saying? And that's not a nod to them, a knock on them. But you know, this could be the beginning of them. Sometimes it might be their first or second year just learning, you know, how to referee or something like that. You never know. So it's just something that mention people get attitudes and things with referees.
just be glad they're out there. That you have referees.
Yeah, because it's a struggle.
Can't play the game without them, especially in the South Carolina High School League when the competition gets ramped up.
Yeah, when it gets ramped up, we just, you know, and you know, social media page. We were just talking about how on my social media page of Beaufort Zone, sharing the link for the Beaufort County Parks and Recreation, how they have a bunch of kids signed up, but don't have enough coaches, you know, to be able to coach all the teams. And then of course you got to struggle to get referees to volunteer, you know, lower pay for those events. So refereeing is definitely much needed position, but you got to take that scrutiny too. You know, you make those calls, and parents and fans start going crazy. Just got to sit there and keep your composure doing all of that, you know. Everybody expects you to not make a mistake, like no one ever makes a mistake at their day job or anything like that.
Definitely a highly scrutinized profession for sure. Beaufort doing another great job of defending.
There goes Duncan.
Taking off, that this time down the right wing. See if she tries to cross it in again or if she shoots it herself.
Yeah, the save right there by Smith, but Duncan, man, see her speed with the ball, and to see people try to catch her, and, you know, it's one of those things that's amazing because you're running full speed. Granted, you're also trying to get in a defensive position, but to see her run full speed and just kind of kick the ball.
Yeah, she's flying past defenders out there. You know, once she accelerates, she's gone. And that time, you know, nobody was really in the box for her. We've seen twice now she tried to just pass it off, but that time trying to do it herself.
Yeah, just imagine her running full speed without it. Like, another save there. That one's softly kicked in that time.
Yeah, that one just, again, right at her. Easy save for Laney. Bluffton going to try and have to, you know, if they get in the box, you know, they're going to try to have to tuck it into one of those corners and make the goalie, you know, go dive for it. You can't just shoot it right at her. But, you know, the positive side for them, though, is they're getting shots on goal. So, you know, you can't score without getting a shot on goal. So if they keep them coming, you know, I'm sure they're hoping they get one to go in to try and tie this game.
Yeah, I thought Pedro Perez was about to show off the handles a little bit there. You saw her last time she touched the ball. You know, her feet kind of went over the ball a couple of times. I thought she was about to get saucy for a second.
Just putting on the moves. Beaufort on the offensive again.
Kicked too far, just a little bit too high, hitting that field goal right there.
Great build-up, though. Beaufort attacking very well. And it looks like it might have been tipped over by the goalie. Thought maybe it just hit the post and came back down, but looks like they're signaling for the corner kick. So another chance for Beaufort here, see what they can do with it. And, you know, so far tonight we've seen a lot of skill, obviously from all the players, but especially on Beaufort's side, as you just mentioned with Pedro Perez, you know, putting on the moves, and then Duncan with her speed. So Beaufort with the 1-0 lead, but players still playing hard, you know, trying to add on to that lead. for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I'm thinking, I'm listening out here to this game, and it's like I gotta get some wireless microphones put out there for soccer because the crowd noise is always a little bit quiet, during regular season contests. Save right there by Smith. It's like we'd love to be able to, hear a little bit of action from those girls out there down on the pitch there.
Always trying to add new features.
Right,
Like I
right.
said earlier, always innovating. Love
Yeah.
to see that for the channel.
I'm always listening. When I'm watching games, I'm always processing, and even when I'm filming, I'm looking at. I was like, maybe I could put a microphone there. I might put one over here. You know what I'm saying? And just watching the game. You know what I'm saying as we go. Oh, we got a little bit behind there. Almost missed the goal right there. Was trying to find that ball. Smith saved another one there.
Beaufort again just continuing to attack that Bluffton defense and just blow right by them every time they dribble with the ball. And the free kick called for there. Looked like she won the ball and then immediately got taken to the ground. So another scoring opportunity. And just wide left there. What an incredible shot to even just put it in that range. Luckily for Smith, it did not go into the back of the net. She was able to watch that one go wide. Looks like gonna let her defender take the kick as well. Saw her have a pretty good punt on the drop kick, but looks like they're just electing to go short. Play it out from the back.
Almost already taken away by Beaufort. Trying to get back to that offensive side. And there goes Mullen, another volleyball player for the Lady Eagles. We'll take it down right there.
That one, even though it was a slow roller, a little dangerous for the Lady Eagles, as saw Laney come running out of goal there, but fortunately for her, she saw that one go wide left and is now able to have a goal kick. See another substitution for the Lady Eagles as CC McElhaney will come on. Number 5 for the Lady Eagles. So far they made 2 substitutions this half. Pedro Perez the first, McElhaney being the second. And Laney booting that one there, just right to the Bluffton attacker.
Yeah, they are already in position.
She didn't even have to move. She's standing in the perfect spot.
It's like, oh, thank you. It's like, football, being just thrown right to you and nobody defenders around. Like, oh, I'll take this interception.
Yeah, Bluffton are just they've gotten, quite a few shots, haven't been able to do anything with them, but outside of those few shots, you see, even now, like, they're getting possession, but they're just struggling to keep it on Beaufort's side of the field. They're kind of going back and forth right now. They keep losing it and regaining it. Trying to put together another shot on goal. Definitely have had plenty of chances this half, just have not been able to convert them into goals. Beaufort continuing to defend well with this lead, and saw the move right there, able to get past one defender. Charlotte Blair Scarpa had her on skates there for a second, but unable to get past that second defender, kind of lost the ball a little bit. Now Bluffton with a throw. Eagles haven't had it on Bluffton's side of the field since that corner kick. Just trying to string together possession. Both teams right now just battling back and forth of who has the ball. Looks like that one's going to be Out of play for another Bluffton corner coming from the left side. I believe it's their third corner of the game. So a chance for them to tie this game if they put the pass on the mark. Unable to do so, however. See if Beaufort can counterattack. Unable to do so. Now Bluffton throw. And again, you see that referee on the right side there. Point the flag Bluffton's way, but yeah, another throw in for Beaufort.
Yeah, it might be a little slightly confusing. I might talk about it during the half, right? Take everything.
I saw him do the hand gesture for Beaufort, but you know the flag he went to the right side for Bluffton. Just a little funny to me, but you know all that matters is that the play on the field is correct, so it doesn't really matter what you signal.
Was the Ricky Bobby Talladega Nights? I don't know what to do with my hands.
There goes Duncan again.
See that opportunity, almost one-on-one here, and saved in a second shot.
Great job from her keeping up with it. Shot saved by Smith right away, but able to bury it, and now she has herself a goal and an assist. And we're talking about the ref. We look up, and all of a sudden, there she goes. Again, using that speed. So far has been the star tonight for Beaufort, showing why she was the region player of the year. Trying to go back-to-back, perhaps, making a strong case here. Now Bluffton find themselves down 2 goals. Laney is easily able to handle that one. Too far for any Bluffton attacker. You know, Bluffton are definitely going to have to start converting more of these chances now if they want to get back into this game, get better looks at goal. Every shot they've taken has just been right at Laney. As I mentioned, you know, a few minutes ago, they're just going to try and have to put one into one of the corners and make her get down and, you know, try and dive for it. See the ref signal Beaufort throw that time, or a free kick, I should say. And again, just right to that Bluffton attacker. Couldn't see the jersey number there, but standing in the right place at the right time on that free kick. So far, Beaufort, every time they've had a free kick or goal kick, just gone right to Bluffton.
We're just sealing a little bit on the side of the goal there.
Yeah, again, just trying to shoot for distance. We've seen both teams do it. But again, just a little bit to the left. No trouble for Laney at all. You know, she's had a couple saves tonight, but they've just been point blank. Bluffton not really testing her too much. Obviously for her, she loves that, especially playing with a 2-goal lead. Ball kicked out of play for a Bobcat throw-in.
Hey Thomas, just want you to know your grandma wants to know if this is soccer.
This is soccer. The girls' high school soccer on a Tuesday night in the Nest. Doesn't get any better than this. And we're in the booth, too. Forgot to mention that. Usually up top, so feeling good today in here.
Yeah, this is awesome because, you know, preparing for the rain, you know, instead of pulling out the tent and then setting up the tarp to, you know, close it in and tie it down, you know, for the wind and all that stuff like that. To be inside because soccer, you know, you don't have, you know, it's not like football. You got all these, you know, crews and, you know, the offensive, defensive coordinator, the film guy, the huddle sideline cam guy, you know, that you all need to get that high stuff. And they crowd this booth up. And then even with just the scoreboard, you know, with football, so much going on, you know, with soccer, they just kind of start the clock and let it roll and just come in to adjust the score, you know, and that's pretty much it. Whereas with, you know, soccer, I mean, football, you got one person for the score, you got one person for the downs, you got one person for the time. You got,
Everybody's doing something.
yeah, just one job, and so this place fills up really quickly, especially if there's another media crew in. So to be able to come inside, for potential rain, it's definitely awesome. Especially the way the windows open, which makes us able to still be able to get a clear view instead of having to film through a window. Which as clean as you can get it, you still can tell. Yeah.
Yeah, and my first time actually officially, obviously I've done games with you, but it's just been outside. My first time actually being in the booth.
Yeah.
So just a great opportunity, and like you mentioned, even though obviously everybody's doing their job during football season, it's nice to kind of have it to ourselves somewhat just for tonight.
Yeah.
For the purposes of the soccer game, see what Duncan can do here with the ball at her feet. So you're outrunning these players yet again.
Pass in the bag, looking for the assist and a slow roller. If you want to call that one a shot on goal.
Yeah, Pacheco there just didn't get enough on it, but that was a good cross, good pass from Duncan using the vision. She's already got one. Trying to add another there, but unable to. And again, just opting to go play it out the back, see if she boots it deep. Just sent to that sideline, able to keep it in. Good stop there. Looked like it was headed out of bounds. Tried to keep it in play.
I'm going to say just touch that line. And that was one of the confusing things with me, too. Actually, when I first did soccer and lacrosse, I was like, long as the ball is in, then the game, keeps going. I mean, it's the same thing with basketball, but it was just different. You think if a player, runs out, that's, when the clock stops, but they can still kick the ball and touch it from out of bounds long as the ball is still in play.
Yeah, as long as the entirety, or not even the entirety, as long as the entirety of the ball isn't out of bounds, even if there's like just a tiny bit of it still in play, that's something I found strange as well. The first time, learning about soccer and watching it, I've been like, I could have swore that was out of bounds, but
yeah, because there, right there is the difference with basketball too. Is if you're touching the ball while you're standing out of bounds, then it's out, even if the ball is over or whatever. But I guess that's mostly because the ball is probably for the most part in the air a little bit. So
yeah, and that was Melanie Miranda, number 11 on the Bobcat sideline there, trying to twist and turn to keep it in, but just unable to. Now Beaufort with the throw. Bluffton trying to start a counterattack here. Picked it up in great position at midfield. There's just nobody there for her to pass to, but see her trying to turn for the pass, but Laney able to handle easily. And now a whistle blown. Not exactly sure what the call is here.
And I believe that's out of Neil Logan wants to thank us for covering this game here. So appreciate you for tuning in here on Beaufort Zone. Let us know where you're watching from.
Not exactly sure why play was stopped there, but looks like it's about to resume.
Yeah, everybody running to the other side.
Like I said, it looked like maybe a couple of coaches were on the field, maybe checking on one of the players or something. So hope whatever happened, is resolved and everybody's clear now. This player's about to restart from that left side for Bluffton. Looks like maybe a free kick for them.
Could be a reason to for some stoppage time, maybe. Get added
For
on
sure,
here.
for sure. Like I said, we were watching, while we were setting up in here to film this game, Bluffton JV girls beat the Eagles 1-0. Scored the goal, game winner, with 3 minutes to go. But obviously, at 2 minute mark, Mr. Wilson made the announcement that, time's kept on the field, and it felt like it was going forever. As a great shot on goal there, but tipped over by Laney. But yeah, like you mentioned, definitely a reason at stoppage time as we get close to that 2-minute mark. Refs keeping the time on their watches down on the field. And another corner kick for Bluffton.
And that's Ms. Logan that was watching from home, cheering on Mullen, and that's going to be a goal for Bluffton. They get their first one.
Finally able to capitalize off one of those corner kicks, and they're right back in this game. Looked a little bleak there after going down 2-0, but they find themselves right back in this one. Great goal off the corner with about 5.5 minutes to go in regulation, of course, in this first half. It's still added time to come, but whole new game now for Beaufort. Can't let up a goal to tie. They're trying to get it back to a 2-goal cushion, or just, play possession and keep the ball away from Bluffton long enough to see this one out. But Bluffton just finally able to convert one of those chances. They'd had a ton this half, able to score their first goal. Pedro Perez tackled to the ground there, the free kick. Lexi Jones, one of the co-captains, one of 3 for the Lady Eagles to take the kick. Pacheco with the header ends up at the feet of Bobcat goalie Smith. Yeah, that time, like you mentioned, opted to go with the punt. The previous 2 times, they just done the play it out from the back, quick pass. See Reese Myers on the ball there with a good pass for Beaufort. Trying to work it up that right wing, but unable to do so. Whistle called for, though. Looks like it's going to be another Beaufort free kick as Jones goes to take it yet again. See if she opts to send it deep, as she did on the previous one. So far, a good game tonight, though. 2-1. Unlike that, not that Hilton Head game was not a good game, obviously very thrilling, but we didn't see any goals in regulation. So, already 3 here in the first half.
Yeah, that would make it more exciting. You get a game now, Bluffton is able to tie it up. They go 2-2. And then we get a shootout on top of that. And make it exciting. We definitely want to see some scoring. And as much as I love, defensive games and, lower scoring games, they are fun. But it all depends on what happens in the game. I think with soccer, for the casual viewer myself, that I don't watch too many soccer. I think, you want to see a couple of goals. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you're watching for. That's what
Adds excitement.
Yeah. How do you win? All you got to score a goal. And so unless that happens, you really don't get any action, Whereas with, football, even if it's a 0-0 game or, a 3-0 game, there's still some big hits, there's some long passes, there's some athletic stuff going on, things like that. So in these games where you can score, same thing with baseball, some great plays can be made at the plate. Whereas with soccer, it's kind of, looks like everybody just, kicking it around and somebody scores, so.
Definitely seeing a lot of great plays here tonight, though, especially from Selena Duncan, the Region Player of the Year for Beaufort. And as you mentioned, if Bluffton are able to tie this, and it remains tied, potentially see another shootout. I know learning the rules last year, because it was an out-of-region game, the coaches had to agree to it, but I don't see any reason why they wouldn't here tonight. Obviously, a long way to go to get to that point, but.
So just want to let you know, we are officially at 38 minutes, which is that 2-minute mark on the field. The official time is kept on the field, so we don't know if there's going to be any additional time. There's 40 minutes in each half. So should there be any time that goes over 40 minutes, we'll just keep the clock rolling and keep it going, and that's the way we'll keep up with stoppage time. We have no way of actually being able to add that on.
Yeah, I'd have to imagine they'd add at least, I'd probably say about 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes at the most, but because there were a couple, all the corner kicks and throw-ins, and we've seen a couple fouls and free kicks, so probably add just a couple minutes there.
Yeah, so we'll see. And like I said, I just keep it rolling, and you just know how long that they each team has been playing, and as far as goals, I mean, what matters is, oh well, when did you score? Oh well, we scored in the the 57th minute. We scored in the that's kind of how you keep it. So why not just keep it rolling, right? You know how long these girls have been out there competing.
Yeah, and Bluffton losing that ball there, but they were trying to score there before halftime, just unable to keep possession. Looks like they were putting together a nice one. See just heading the ball around now, able to find the feet of a teammate. Now pushing out that left side, but ball's going to be out of play. I'm sure Beaufort will probably take their time bringing it out. Again, that was Melanie Miranda, number 11, on that right wing for the Bobcats, just trying to twist and turn to keep possession, but just ran out of room on that sideline.
And they're going to call that halftime right here on Beaufort Zone. So basically right at that 40 minutes. That's what it's going to be. Your score at halftime, folks, 2-1. Beaufort with the lead. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here live on Beaufort's Own. It is time for the second half here between Bluffton and Beaufort. Beaufort with the lead 2-1. Bluffton finally scoring after giving the first 2 goals to Beaufort. Finally make a little bit of competitive action here, 2-1 here. So excited to see what goes on here in the second half.
Yeah, for sure. And they, scored just right before that first half ended, so able to come into this, have a little momentum. You see the move there to get past one of Beaufort's attackers, able to try and create their own attacking play here up the right side. But Bluffton, has to be feeling that they have a little momentum now going into this half, and still 40 minutes of regulation to play in search of that equalizer. And after having a ton of chances missed in that first half, but able to bury the goal there on that corner kick, giving them a confidence boost now that they've seen the ball go through the net as they get the throw in here.
Yeah, and not want to jinx anything. I think these girls are also happy. Like I said, it'll probably be good to about 9 o'clock. No rain seeping in just yet, so basically a good weather night for some high school soccer.
That one not bothering Laney at all. She watched it go out of bounds in the goal kick. It'll be interesting to see, Beaufort was up 2-0, but now with just a 1-goal lead, 2-1, see how aggressive they play, either both offensively or defensively, whether they show more emphasis to the defensive side and just try to hold Bluffton out of goal, or if, they go on the attack in search of that goal that could give them the 2-goal cushion. And as for Bluffton, you see how it'll be interesting to see how aggressive they get if they're not able to score early like the first half, and it comes down late in the second half, how aggressive they push on the offensive side, or if they try, remain defensive and just hold out that third Beaufort goal.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out too. We got some more Peyton Mullen fans in the building. So I'm watching from Louisiana. So if you didn't watch it, Peyton Mullen.
Tuning in from the Bayou. Good night to watch some soccer there.
Yeah, we got some Calendine in here watching for Bluffton. They made a comment there with the goal for Calendine, or I guess our highlights page is where that's going. Check the comments, and that's a good way to timestamp it right there. Just comment at the same time, and just when you go back to look at the live replay, whenever your comment pops up, that's kind of what the goal was. Keep track of it,
Yeah, for sure. And there was just so many bodies in there. I wasn't even able to tell if that was Calendine. It's kind of hard to see the numbers out here. A lot of girls with the hair up tonight, just in the way of those jersey numbers. So definitely helping us out with that.
Listen, it's the worst during basketball. I think with this, it's a little bit farther away, but sometimes you got larger numbers on the back. But with basketball, a lot of times with the numbers on the back, a lot of times the hair is in the way for those young ladies. And then sometimes on the back they have smaller numbers. They don't really have super large numbers on the back, whereas you see with soccer, very large numbers on the back. It's clear to see, even though we're all the way up here in the booth, we still can see the numbers for the most part. In basketball, we're a lot closer and still can barely see the numbers, especially when they wear close combinations like maybe black and like dark green or something like that. It's hard to see those numbers, especially if they don't outline them. I think Bethune-Bowman was one of the crazy ones right there, and Bluffton a little bit upset, an opportunity for a goal right there, kind of left a little bit wide open.
Yeah, that looked like she had a great angle there. Can't see the jersey number.
Yeah,
hasn't turned around yet.
Yeah.
I was gonna say trying to.
Number 3. There we go.
But another chance here with the throw-in.
Michaela Keith. Is it Geese or which one? Is it Geese, guys? Geese. We call her Michaela there, but she's upset.
Haven't seen that one before, unlike Pacheco.
Yeah.
Hasn't come up in a game just yet. Future Bluffton games, they're going to have to Maybe ask her or the coach, for some clarification on that one.
Yeah, usually I do. I usually take the time to go down there and get set up. But I mean, ask, but I was making sure I get set up because sometimes with those when the JV and varsity teams play back to back, a lot of times if that JV game ends early, they'll go ahead and start early. So you kind of gotta
Gotta be ready.
Yeah. So luckily for us, the JV game kind of went almost right until 7 o'clock. Started a little bit late, which is I'm okay with. But sometimes that game ends early. Like if it ends at 6:30, and they'll put a warm up on there, and they'll start at 6:45.
Good defense from the Eagles there. Looks like Bluffton was threatening. See Pacheco with the ball here. Sending it forward. Duncan just unable to keep that one in bounds on that right wing for the Eagles. But again, just showing off that speed, as we mentioned so many times tonight. But going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, and once again, changing.
Or a throw-in, excuse me.
Well, also changing goalie too, so no longer Smith back there. It's now Haley Starr for Lady Bobcats.
Yeah, and I believe that's their first substitution they made. We saw Beaufort make a couple in their first half, but as far as I've noticed, that goal right there, or substitution right there, in goal is the first of the Bobcats, and making her first save there.
Yeah, I guess you could call it a smart substitution there, right?
That one just hit way too soft there.
Yeah, Star wasted no time putting that ball all the way back to mid-pitch there.
I see you using soccer terms, mid-pitch.
Yeah, I try, I dabble.
I could have just said midfield, but mid-pitch. The punt there from Laney.
Yeah,
Showing off the leg a couple times tonight on those punts from goal.
Yeah, it looked like a little slick move there. I didn't, catch the number, a little reflection from the light with the white jerseys there. But looked like she tried to, interfere with that punt. Is that against the rules in soccer? Did you see that?
I did not see that. I was looking at where the ball was going, but I would imagine, if she just got in front of it and blocked it, I'm not exactly sure what the call would be there, but.
Yeah, because she didn't block it, but she tried to be real kind of close to Laney on the hip when her leg went out, and maybe tried to, just like maybe like a fair catch in football, just trying to make her nervous a little bit. Wasn't really trying to interfere, but just trying to make her the presence.
Miss kick.
Yeah, throw her off a little bit,
Yeah, and that was Pacheco trying to cross that in from the right wing for Beaufort, but just hits the side netting, led to the goal kick, and now Bluffton with possession. Have to pay more attention next time on the goal kick, see what Bluffton's tactics are. Like I said, I was looking in the air where the ball was, trying to see where it's going to land.
Oh, like I said, you're looking to where it's going, probably see, anticipation, but I'm the camera, so I got to keep up with the ball. So I'm looking there, and which is great because it's a tag team there, especially like for basketball and stuff. I love that because the calls usually are so quick. I'm usually following the action, and they'll make the foul call on the side. So having someone up there for commentary to point those out was, always awesome. Because I'm usually not looking at the referee when it happens. So everything's not like football. Football is easy. They come stand in front of everybody.
Yeah, give the explanation.
Give the explanation. Break down real quick.
Yeah, they just do it to the scorer's table to let them know what number.
And Bluffton gets a goal right there.
Able to bury it after the mistake from Laney. And just like that, we are tied 2-2. Just a mistake from her. Looked like she had it in her hands, but just fumbled. And what a comeback for Bluffton after being down 2-0 early in that first half, conceding inside of 4 minutes into the game, but now back even. And this game has flipped completely now. Beaufort going to have to dig deep here after giving up 2 consecutive goals to allow Bluffton to tie if they want to take the lead. Haven't really done much offensively this half. They had, Pacheco hit the side netting there, and Duncan had the shot that went left, But other than that, not too many chances. So far, Bluffton getting the better offensively.
Yeah, just the 3-point swing there. You know, you think about it. You know, coming up from the first half. You know, Beaufort gets up 2-0, and you're thinking it's might be a Beaufort game. They get one, and it's like, all right, cool. Now it's a contest, and then now some scores here. Bluffton
Yeah,
it up.
exciting action here tonight. Being treated to a great game.
And I said 3 points, so I'm gonna say 2. Don't worry, guys. I know how to count. I know how to count. I promise. I promise.
Yeah, and on that shot there, Laney lucky that one kind of got pushed out a little bit because even though she's able to deflect it, that ball was loose.
Yeah. And that's the one thing about, when it comes down to being nervous about a goalie, of course, you worry about your faraway kicks and the way, the ball can be kicked directionally. All kind of, curved balls and whatnot like that. But when it gets close, man, it's like, there's a couple of bodies around you, and you nick that first block, and it's still close. Someone else can kick it around you. It's a tough time, those close kicks, trying to defend that whole net.
And throw for Beaufort. Great job from Duncan on that right wing again, just putting pressure on those Bluffton defenders. Getting to the ball. You see her flying in there, called for the foul, but putting in the work tonight. So far, has herself a goal and an assist. Definitely going to have to continue to play well for the Eagles if they want to get back in this game and take the lead. Anyone's game at this point. With Bluffton just flipping on in your head. It's like you said, 2-0. Looked like it was going to be Beaufort's game. But Bluffton said not so fast. All it takes sometimes, is just get one goal and boost your confidence. And obviously, the mistake from Laney, but sometimes the ball has to bounce your way for you to be able to pull out these scrappy kind of games.
And multiple fans now checking in from Calendar from Bluffton. She's got 2 people commenting for her. Yeah, great goal, and of course that highlights page. I believe was that a Byron, Eric Calendine as well, checking in as well.
You were talking about the Peyton Mullen fan club, Calendine fan club as well.
Who's got the most fans? You know what I'm saying?
It's like you're always saying, drop in the chat, go Eagles or go Bobcats.
Yeah, go
Hey,
Eagles,
let
go
us know who you're rooting for.
It's Calendine versus Mullen right now inside of the chat right now.
Forget the teams, they got a player versus player matchup.
Wish I had enough hands to put a poll down there. So think about who has the most fans right now.
Less than 30 to go, but still plenty of time with 27 and a half minutes. As I just mentioned, anyone's game at this point being tied at 2 apiece. Bluffton trying to make a run here, but Laney able to scoop that one before Bluffton attacker is able to get to it. Another thing for Beaufort, too, is, they're definitely going to have to do a better job of keeping possession and getting it out of their own half because so far, 15-plus minutes into this half, or almost 15 minutes into this half, they have just not been able to keep Bluffton out of their side of the field. It's just been all Bluffton with the possession on Beaufort's half of the field. So they're just going to have to do a better job of winning the ball back and getting it to their attackers and keeping possession for a flowing attack there. They want to try and score the go-ahead goal. See, they're trying hard out there. Get the free kick call. See a little frustration from one of the Bobcats.
I would say it's one of those things that I used to notice when I used to watch soccer, and you have your defenders and your attackers and your mids. Some can cross halfway, some can't. You got to stay on your half of the half of the pitch there, but. It's like, what are they doing? They're just standing back there. They're not doing anything. But that speaks on, how well the other team is doing. And those guys are back there, or your defenders or your attackers are, staying on one side and, not really getting action like they're not part of the game. That, speaks volumes to, what your team is doing on the other side.
Jones again taking the free kick so far. Looks like she's been the free kick specialist tonight for the Lady Eagles. One of the co-captains, along with Peyton Mullen and Reese Myers. And looks like they're going to have to potentially redo that kick, or it's going to go to Bluffton. See the whistle there. I believe they're going to redo it. Not exactly sure what happened, but Jones will reset and take the kick again. It's like you mentioned, in football, they stand there and explain everything. In soccer, just like basketball, they just kind of keep it to themselves. We kind of have to figure it out for ourselves what's going on down there. But obviously, ref saw something and is having Jones redo the kick. And now play will resume as she boots it down there. Solid pass. Myers trying to win the ball there, unable to, but Jones gets it back and returns to Myers, who is fouled. Hops right back up. Just ate that free kick right there. And Jones, yet again, will just send that one out to her teammates.
Yeah, Beaufort finally, there goes Reynolds Morgan right there, another two-sport athlete, basketball player right there.
Putting that shot wide, but that's, good look for Beaufort. Reese Myers taking the foul, drawing the free kick, and then Jones able to put it up there for her teammates. And, that was a positive possession for Beaufort as they were able to have the ball. Even though the shot, went wide right, they were able to possess the ball on in Bluffton's side of the field, something they haven't really been able to do much this half. Definitely so far been a tale of two halves in this game. First half all Beaufort so far, second half all Bluffton. Let's see who can come out the winner here in this Beaufort County matchup, Loco on Loco. Future region rivals. Getting a taste of it here tonight of what the future looks like for these two teams playing against each other. That'll head out of play for a Beaufort throw. CC McElhaney to throw it in. Myers with that pass to Pacheco.
Yeah, Reynolds Morgan down there. They're trying to look at, she's her and Crosby both from the roster here, but no numbers for them. But luckily, covering so many games, you kind of can start to recognize some of the athletes there on the court. So for 20, it's got to be Reynolds Morgan down there.
Yeah, and it's like you mentioned, a lot of two-sport athletes or multi-sport athletes on this Beaufort team. And it looks like they're going to make a substitution here. Lucy Bynum going to come on, number 15. I believe that's the third substitution for the Eagles.
Yeah, that's Crosby's 25 that jogged off. So obviously I can recognize players. So Zanaya Reynolds Morgan is 20 and Carson Crosby is 25.
Beaufort with some fresh legs. See if that can benefit them here with just almost 20 minutes to go in regulation, in search of that potential game winner, trying to take the lead. Reynolds Morgan, good job. Just able to fight off the defender on that right side. Beaufort with another free kick. Jones going to take it yet again. She's taking all the free kicks so far tonight for Beaufort.
You got some shooting in. Jordan Johnson with the Let's Go Eagles, and now Adam Mullen commenting and Let's Go Payne Mullen. Right, a little bit of contact right there, getting tied up.
Yeah, that Jones diving in there, getting on the action. Called for the foul. Now Bluffton free kick. We've seen a lot of Beaufort free kicks this half. And you mentioned Adam Mullen saying the Let's Go Payne Mullen, the head baseball coach this year for the Eagles. They're playing Bobcats tomorrow night, trying to bounce back from their loss last night. I believe it was 5-1 against Bluffton at Bluffton. So they're here tomorrow night. Obviously, we're going to be covering the girls lacrosse game, but I'm going to try and pop over to that and catch a little bit of it when we're done here out on this field.
Yeah, you got to mix it up, and you got to spend this time to try to get to everybody, show some love to each one of the sports and everybody competing. Obviously this girls soccer team is really good. Boys soccer team going all the way to the state championship last year. We got them 2 games on the channel next week, and I'll upload those. And I wish I could upload a little bit farther out. With YouTube I can. Facebook is like 7 days, or the link won't work, or things like that. So I wish I could have uploaded as far as many games as I could, so I could answer all those questions. People could stop. Hey, are you gonna be here? Are you gonna be there? Where are you gonna be?
Well, I mean, even when I asked you to do the games this week, I texted you and asked if you had any games. You're like, oh, just check the channel. I always forget that I can just look.
Yeah, and I try to keep it up there, but it's always as soon as I find out, because you never know. I gotta get permission from the ADs. I gotta get them to say yes. Most of our local teams are starting to be on board with me streaming the games, but it's not a automatic yes. I still gotta ask for most of these schools, and especially when it comes to the away games as well. Definitely gotta wait for those ADs to kind of respond before I can say I'll just oh yeah, let me just go to the school that nobody knows me and just kind of cover these games. It's like, oh yeah, we're filming, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, Pacheco was on that right side for Beaufort, just ran out of space as she dribbled it out the back, and now a goal kick here for the Bobcats. Solid kick there, but we'll end up with Reese Myers, the one-touch pass. Nice play there. Beaufort starting to put together more possessions on Bluffton's side of the pitch. Hasn't really led to any shots on goal, but you gotta imagine it's coming the more they keep possession on that side of the field and get defenders in the box, especially with Pacheco and Duncan on those wings using their speed.
Yeah, and then there goes the mist. You can kind of see it. I think the fans can slightly see it on their screen just a little bit too when we get the black background, but that's the mist starting to come down here on the field. So here comes that rain starting to pour in just a little bit.
Just hold off the pouring till we're out of here.
Oh yeah, it's coming in. Riding on wheels like a hurricane.
It's nice for the teams, though. They were able to play tonight. Didn't happen too early. It didn't interfere with their match, because obviously we've been treated to a great one so far tonight.
Yeah, definitely for sure. But it's 2-2, which means that one thing for sure is that we got that new shootout scoreboard. I might get an opportunity to unveil it if nobody scores here in the final buzzer.
First game of the season, an opportunity to showcase it potentially.
All right.
I'm surprised that wasn't a foul call. That looked like she might have been dragged to the ground, but nonetheless, they play on as that pass will just sail out of bounds. Now Bluffton with the throw in, but straight to a Beaufort defender. Long throw there, mistake from the defense. A weak shot, however. On target, just right at Laney. And unlike the past 2 times they have shot it, she had no trouble with that one, holding on to it.
Yeah, easy scoop, and another one right to her. Just dropping down to a knee right there. And, it kind of makes it easy. You kind of get a couple saves and might get some energy going. And it's good. I think it's good, at this point in the game, to defend a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? So you get to this point where if it does go to that shootout, you're at least been active versus just been standing. Your defense has been good, all season. You haven't been active inside the goal. So like Star, she's been in the game now for Bluffton and really only had to defend 1 goal so far.
Yeah, I just had the goal kick, and it was a good kick as well. As you see, Laney lining up for the long kick here potentially. And so just send it right to a Bluffton attacker.
Yeah, bad kick. Sent right back her, gets another save.
Yeah, she's lucky that one was right at her, because that could have been disastrous. Bluffton could have easily been 3-2 up and had that shot, then, a little bit more towards one of the corners instead of right at her. And there goes Duncan on that left side. Trying to impact the game again. With the cross over there, but no one's there to get it. And now it'll just fly out of bounds for a Bluffton throw. She had the right idea, but just no one able to get on the other end. And looks like the ref is stopping play for a moment. And calls for the resume, not exactly sure the reason there, but
yeah, that seemed like nothing too crazy than another whistle.
Another thing in this half too is we've seen a lot of fouls called. Both teams, with it being tied, they're both in search of the lead, trying to get aggressive and taking the ball back, and seen the whistle blown quite a few times. Some players go to the ground.
Yeah, because I think with soccer, there's not really too many back-to-back goals on both sides. It looks like got hit in the head there to tie it up. There falls down just a little bit.
Yeah, Ferguson grabbing her forehead there a little bit. Hope she's okay after taking a knock. Still doing so out there.
Roll out, but yeah, like I was saying, not too many back-to-back goals for the most part, in soccer. So it's a good chance where if you could, get the lead, potentially here, that you might be able to ride this out, for the rest of the match. Not saying it's not likely, but
yeah, now they're gonna make a substitution. Is Caroline Ferguson? Hope she's okay. Looks really hurt out there. Just holding on to her head. Not exactly sure what happened. Obviously took a knock. Let's see. Sophie Brown, the sophomore, number 6, coming in to replace her potentially. She gets checked on, and we talked about extra time earlier. That'll definitely add on some minutes. She gets checked out, but we hope she's okay. And it looks like she is going to come off. And it looks like they're grabbing her some ice down there as well. It's for a Bluffton player. Can't make out the jersey number, but might have been involved in the same hit as Ferguson, so I hope both players are okay. So that's Logan Young for Bluffton. Grabbing the ice pack for her as well.
Yeah, a little hard hit to the head. Not sure exactly what happened. Wish we could. You had to well, let's be clear. I do have the technology to go back that far and see exactly what happened, but it'd just be a little bit hard to operate here with the hands. I mean, usually you don't get this much stoppage time. I mean, this would be an opportunity where I would be able to go back and actually do that if I had set up, but I'm not used to being able to have this time to do that, so I just,
let it roll.
Let it roll. Let it roll. So I definitely might get a couple of minutes here added on to the end of that for that injury right there.
Luckily, they're athletic trainers, right there with the cart and all the supplies
We
players need.
We got some more Scott Mullen checking in. Scott Mullen checking in. The Let's Go Peyton. Miss O'Connell Young. I've seen that name before. Shouting out for Peyton and Selena Duncan. And then Denzel De Spirito checking in. This is South Carolina High School League 3A girls. 3A versus 4A. Beaufort is a 3A school. Bluffton is 4A, but both of these teams will be in 4A. Beaufort will move up next year with the realignment, so both of these teams will be in 4A next year.
Yeah, definitely getting a great sight of what is to come when these two teams match up. Miss Wilson, doing a great job coaching the team for the Eagles. Moving up to 4A.
I said, this would be awesome time when she wasn't playing tonight. If we were to get a Quinn Wilson sighting in the comments. That's I love seeing, former star players tune in and, being able to watch their former teammates play. And that's the awesome part of it. And that's what I kind of, when I talk to ADs about allowing me to do the games. And, of course, you're going to have some local people who could come to the game. And, that's my thing. If you can get out here and support your these young athletes, get out here and, support them, here on the field, pitch, court, diamond, wherever it is. Get out here and definitely support them, because watching in the stands is a lot different from watching at home, no matter how much you're cheering them on. But there's a lot of reasons why people can't make the games. For example, Quinn Wilson, there's a lot of student athletes that go on to college and they're playing their sport, so obviously they can't be here, especially when you play a sport where you play like 2 or 3 times a week. You're definitely not going to be able to come down, to watch the teams play. Out of town family as well, being able to tune in. And then sometimes even with your local parents, you have, things like maybe there's extra kids, that you don't want to load up and get ready and bring out to a game. You know what I'm saying? You got friends and family might got to get stuck and babysit. You know what I'm saying? You never know. There's plenty of reasons why people can't make a game, or you could be at work, and tuning in whenever you can. So, that's one of those things I'm excited about, and, being able to provide these games to the fans, being able to check it out.
Yeah, and to add on that, it's good for us as well. I'm able to share with my family. Obviously, my grandma was in the chat, checking in, watching from Tennessee, and then just I always try and ask my mom, be like, hey, you gonna tune in the game tonight, and like friends and stuff. I know back in December, one of my friends said he was going on a road trip, and I told him I was gonna be doing a basketball game with you. He's like, oh, so just send it to me, so I have something to listen to on the way. So definitely cool that everybody can tune in on YouTube if they're not able to make the games live, but definitely echo what you said. If you're able to make the game, come out and show your support for your team.
Yeah, also that's one of those things that I'm working on too. So for those traveling people, if you're on the road, I'm working on getting a radio. It's one of those things that I've been thinking about in the back of my mind, getting a radio broadcast set up too, especially live, and especially when you do baseball or softball, because how are you gonna do baseball without a radio broadcast? That's just a part of it.
Doesn't feel right.
Yeah, it's part of it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely be excited to be able to add that on for our fans that are on the road or maybe at work who can't watch. Instead of having to have the video up and mount your phone, you can listen in on the radio podcast as well. So
And another foul called there. Give you a Bluffton free kick. Almost 7 minutes to go here. It's time ticking down at 7:15. As I said, you gotta imagine, after those 2 injuries,
a little bit of stoppage time should probably be due here at some point, right?
yeah, see who can potentially pull out a game winner in these clutch moments, or whether or not, we'll see penalty shootout. Obviously, with it being a non-region game, the coaches have to agree with it, but, it's been such a good game. I imagine, they would want someone to be able to win this one and see this game continue. See the fans out there with their umbrellas now starting to come down a little bit more, it appears. I just looked down and I saw obviously the Gamecocks one down there, caught my eye being a student there. And then I noticed that I saw the Gamecocks one first, and I look and I see quite a few. So I'm gonna have to put my hood up whenever I walk back to my car after this one's over. Another free kick there, sent in high. Good kick, just unable to find a teammate. And there goes Pacheco down that right side, just outrunning everybody.
Speed, just like Isaiah, they might be family. Shot, fast start. She's able to get the save, but then another follow-up. 2 back-to-back opportunities there.
Incredible goalkeeping from Star, though.
Yeah.
And that's going to be called offside, and I believe that's the first one that's been called all game. Both teams have been doing a great job, but stellar goalkeeping from Star there, saving those back-to-back attempts. Keeping Bluffton in this game. like you mentioned at half, the great substitution from the Bluffton coach. Brian McCarthy knew what he was doing whenever he put her in there. Has not conceded a goal yet. Beaufort, of course, trying to change that. Walk away with this win here in their home stadium. There goes Pacheco again, trying to get away from two defenders. Puts it up into the box. No one there on the receiving end for the Lady Eagles. But now they're starting to put together a lot more possessions inside Bluffton's half of the field, something they had not done all half, but after those back-to-back shots on goal, starting to do it a little better here. See Pacheco again able to get on the ball. See a lot of the Bluffton team playing back too.
Yeah, I think they're
trying to defend.
Yeah, I think they're on that side, that pace of not trying to allow a goal here at this point.
I mean, from being down 2-0, coming back to tie at 2-2, I'm sure, they'd be more than happy to let this one play out. Obviously, if they score a game winner, the more the better for them. But it's definitely shown that defensive strategy. Good job from Duncan, able to get away from the defense there. And here goes Pacheco again, trying to cross it in. So far tonight offensively, the stars of Beaufort have been Pacheco and Duncan, the two wingers, showing off their speed, just blowing right by defenders on those wings, able to get past them with ease. So near the 3-minute mark plus added time.
Yeah, and there should be some added time at some point coming in. Scott Mullen says, "Can we stop the game and tell her that her cousin says hello?" I don't think we'll be able to do that. It would be awesome if we could, but just by the way, I mean we could. We're right next to the comments at the press box, right? So we're up here in the press box. Just reach over there and grab the mic. Hey, and just to let you know, cousin says hi.
The PA.
Yeah.
Yeah, nearing that 2-minute mark, time being going to be kept on the field again. But Beaufort just trying to find that game winner, and Bluffton with a chance to counterattack here as well. But
Just a reminder, we are getting to that 2-minute mark, so the time will definitely be kept on the field. I'm assuming there's going to be some stoppage time, but we have no idea. So when it gets past that 80-minute mark, we'll just let it keep on rolling. There.
as awesome as a Helly shootout would be, how cooler would it be, to see a last-minute game winner live on the channel to go crazy reacting to.
Yeah.
Still plenty of time here for that to happen. Bluffton on the offensive. And it looks like they're going to get a corner kick. So they've already scored one off of it. See if they can do it again here. Try to pull out a win late. Beaufort going to just bring all their players into the box. Set for Reynolds Morgan. Puts it up in. And no one able to put a header to it. And now Reynolds Morgan trying to go the other way.
Kicked up front, being chased down.
Yeah, just trying to boot it to the other half of the field, not let Bluffton have possession on Beaufort's half. And some subs for Beaufort, bringing on the attackers late. Pedro Perez and Duncan checking back in.
And just a reminder, if you're enjoying our stream, you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 to help support our coverage of local high school sports. That's Beaufort to 801-801.
Now Beaufort with a chance in Bluffton side of the field. See Bluffton, all their defenders back.
Yeah, trying to play it safe, trying to play it safe basically.
Nobody wants to give up the game-winning goal. They're just kicking it across, making sure.
Yeah, and so we're officially in extra, stoppage time right now. Extra time. We got we're past that 80-minute mark, so there's no telling when the game is kind of going to end here because we don't. I mean, they don't tell us at all. So no communication. Time is normally kept on the field. Of course, high school soccer fans, you guys are aware of how this works, basically. So you guys know the drill. Looks like we got a little bit of interference on the mic, so apologize to the folks at home if you're listening and you can kind of hear that just a little bit.
Headed down there and just ball being just kicked up, headed around. It's nobody. See, she boots it there again. Just nobody wants to give up that game winner at the last second. Beaufort will get the throw, and Bluffton again just bringing all their players back to defend. Trying to do a through ball there, but unable to connect, and dangerous territory here, but called for the foul and the free kick, and Jones a little upset at the kick of the ball away from her after that one, but Bluffton again just going to draw all their players back, and Jones taking yet another free kick, taking quite a few here tonight. She'll just pass that off.
I'm interested to see because this is probably going to be a shock to everybody. And there it goes. Is that the official whistle right there? So that's going to stop the time.
See what they choose to do here. If they'll end it in a
2 minutes.
tie or go to a shootout. See if the coaches agree.
Because they did it last year. They went to a shootout first game versus Hilton Head. So I'm sure Coach Wilson is definitely okay with going to the shootout. There she walks to the middle. And that's what's going to happen. We're going to go penalty kicks right here.
Another thriller here in the nest. Last time it was 0-0 whenever we had a penalty kick shootout here on Beaufort's own, but this time 2-2. Plenty of action in this one, and it's not over yet. More excitement to be had, and a victor will be declared here tonight. Who's it going to be, Beaufort or Bluffton? Beaufort able to reign victorious over Hilton Head in their penalty shootout victory that we covered here last year, so see if history repeats itself for the Eagles. See the co-captains Reese Myers and Lexi Jones head out to midfield.
Hey, I'm going to reach over here to the press box real quick. Just talk to Scott Mullen in the chat. I'm sorry, Mr. Mullen. It's not going to happen tonight. Mr. Wilson just kind of laughed about it. He said, appreciate you for watching the game. And so, officially, that scoreboard is off. So, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You are going to witness our new soccer shootout scoreboard coming up here in just a moment. But it looks like we're going to take a break before everybody heads out. But just want to let you know, if you've been enjoying our stream, you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 to help support our coverage of local high school sports here on Beaufort's Own. It is spring season, so we got games going from Monday through Saturday. We are 100% 501c3 nonprofit here on Beaufort's own. We are not a part of we're not a part of the schools, and we do not charge any of the schools for our coverage, so completely free of charge. So the only way we earn money is through sponsorships and donations, and sponsorships are low at this point in time. So definitely help us with the travel and being able to cover those things like internet subscriptions and streaming fees and all those things like that. So all those donations would be appreciated. Once again, that is Beaufort 801-801. And we're gonna take a quick break, maybe, and we'll be right back. Well, actually, we just need our magazine for a moment. I apologize, folks. So, actually, no PKs just of yet. That's what I thought it was going to be. And actually, it's going to be two overtime periods here on Beaufort Zone for 5 minutes. So, you're going to play for 10 minutes. So, 10 minutes of action on the way here
Yeah,
for you guys fans.
extra
For the PKs.
10 minutes and then possibly PKs. So, the fans getting the maximum amount of action they can here tonight on Beaufort's own in this girls soccer matchup.
Yeah, yeah, excited for it, man. I'm ready to whip out that new scoreboard.
Yeah.
whip out that new scoreboard for the fans there. But got those two overtime periods, and you got to play for 10 minutes, as we've been informed before you go to the PK. So 10 minutes more.
Yeah,
Action.
see if team can score a game winner here. All you need is one, and then you can just hold down the fort with it being less time. So see if, obviously both teams tired after playing a full 80 plus added time. But, going to have to dig deep to try and win it here in overtime or PKs should they be needed. I was a little surprised, they went to overtime because last year in the Hilton Head game, I know we keep referencing it over and over this broadcast, but, it's just a memorable girls soccer game we covered last year here at the Nest. They just went straight to PKs, no overtime. So
Is that what happened? Did they go straight to PKs?
I believe so.
I mean, that's what I thought. But I could be wrong. Like I said, that was a year ago, and it was the only game, so I could be. There's a lot of games in this
spring
this
season.
Right now. Yeah.
Especially now that you've been able to branch out and cover more than just Beaufort. Obviously, love covering Beaufort, but show some other schools some love as well in the Low Country, Beaufort County.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's always been the goal. That's what Beaufort Zone is all about. It's about Beaufort County. Beaufort High has just been, since I've started getting back to streaming, just been the most inviting to me coming and covering their games and their events, and I appreciate them for allowing me to do that. But the goal is always to get back and to show everybody inside the county, because we've got some great athletes all around here inside of Beaufort County, and then work our way down and get those SCISA teams as well too. So.
Yeah, Bluffton definitely showing the talent that other teams in the area have here tonight, battling it back from down 2-0 to tie it 2-2 and force overtime with potentially PKs to come. As you see Pacheco, little slip there, probably turf a little wet now,
Yeah.
and then Duncan kind of just trucking over somebody right there.
couple of opportunities. That was a ricochet dunking second chance attempt there. I can't see the jersey number on the far side, but Beaufort had another player attacker in the area when that one ricocheted off the hands of Star. He was able to get there. If he was able to ricochet in the right direction, could have got that quick second shot attempt.
Yeah, and Beaufort being aggressive here so far to start this first overtime period, pushing the ball up the field. And, Duncan, there was a lot of contact there, but no foul called. So, obviously, ref felt like they kind of both initiated. It wasn't one or the other's fault. So, play continued on, and she had a good shot attempt. And if you're Beaufort, you definitely want the ball at the feet of your reigning region player of the year to try and win this game for you. Is now Bluffton making an attempt down that right side, but Beaufort defender is able to catch up. Looks like it's going to be a corner for Bluffton. Could be dangerous for Beaufort. They've scored on one tonight. That last attempt wasn't very good, but chance here. As you see, with it getting to 1 minute now, the ref going to keep the time.
Reaching out, trying to find some room. A lot of bodies right there around the goal. Delaney kind of runs over and grabs that one.
Yeah, Bluffton putting everybody in the box in search of that game winner. But didn't trouble Laney at all. And ever since conceding that second goal, Beaufort's defense has played very well, as has Laney. Not really giving up anything. Sophie Brown unable to manage that one as it goes out of bounds, and sounds like that's going to be the end of the first overtime period.
Yeah, that's the first one right there. 2 minutes on the head. We stopped. There was only extra 2 minutes added on a stoppage time at the end for the injuries. So we're at the 87 minute mark now. So that's 5 minutes for the first period. There goes a little bit more of the rain. Probably can show it a little bit more if I kind of zoom in on the lights. There you go. You can kind of see the water starting to come down here. And a little bit here in the final moments. It's another 5 minutes to go. And Mr. Caledon, he says, welcome to come at Bluffton. And Mr. Stewart is next at Bluffton. Mr. Stewart, the AD at Bluffton, he's real inviting to it. It's just very, very new to him, and he kind of treats it like it's kind of new. But he's always, yes, you can come. Just make sure you let me know on the day of. Let me know if you need anything. Let me know the links so I can share it for somebody who wants to watch. And so definitely love going over to Bluffton. Also because Bluffton also has the second best signal in the area to be able to stream. So I definitely love going to Bluffton because I know I can get a clean.
Always a positive.
Always a positive, especially when you're using hotspots and instead of switching in between, AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, you can just pull out your, trusty hotspot and you're good to go over at Bluffton too. So especially even inside the gym, that's the big thing about Beaufort and Bluffton. Even inside the gym, you can get a good signal in both of those. So because outside for the most part it's always good, but inside the gym is where you get some troubles. But Bluffton's always been good as well. So.
That one kicked out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be a Bluffton throw. Teams switch sides for the second half of overtime. Only 3.5 minutes away from potential penalty kicks to decide the winner.
Yeah, that's what we're both baking on here right now.
You never know. Somebody could pull out a last-second winner. That would be just as exciting.
Yeah.
And Duncan, what looked like she would have been clean through, but taken down and no foul call. With her speed, if she had been able to control that ball, probably would have gone right by the defenders, but taken down, and play continues.
Yeah, you see what kind of situation Bluffton could have been in. Star coming all the way out of the net. Play defense on that one.
I see Beaufort's coaches like throwing their hands up in there. They probably don't like those calls. See their girls getting pushed around a little bit by Bluffton, and these no calls, but referees letting them play. See a couple more umbrellas in the stands.
Yeah,
Gets a little bit rainier.
football season. There's a lot of. I've seen fans even come and bring out whole canopies and tents to hide from the rain. So for the folks keeping up at home, as Laney scoops that one up, we're looking for the 92-minute mark. Will be the end here of the second half of overtime. At 92 minutes would be the end of this regulation here.
Duncan came flying in, almost winning the ball there, but just a little too strong.
Excuse me, not regulation, well, overtime. is the call here. Just a little bit over 92 minutes.
That one out of play for a Beaufort throw nearing the 1 minute mark where the ref is going to keep time. Can't imagine he had on too much here. It hasn't really been a lot of stoppage in this period. See Beaufort just trying to play solid defense there. Keep the ball away from Bluffton. Lexi Jones kicking it out of bounds there.
Yeah, and it looked like there might have been some words exchanged between her and Louise down there for a second. Saw the side ref put his arm up a little bit, try to separate them.
Yeah,
close, yeah.
I know. I saw her. I didn't see which player it was, but on that one of her free kicks, they kind of kicked the ball away from her, trying to keep it away from her, to waste time, and she looked a little upset at that. So could have been the same girl. I'm not exactly sure because I didn't see the jersey number. Bluffton's jersey number is a little bit smaller than Beaufort's tonight, so having a little more trouble, with the hair in the way, seeing who's who. But corner kick on the way here, potential chance to have a walk-off winner.
Yeah, just by the way, if there's any coaches that think about ordering uniforms for the following season, large numbers, large numbers, large invisible numbers. And that's going to do it, the 92-minute mark. But
PKs it is.
PKs on the way. We're going to go silent here for a little bit. Score tied at 2-2. Penalty kicks for sure now on the way. And don't forget, if you're enjoying our stream, you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 if you're enjoying our coverage here. Local high school sports. I believe we got girls lacrosse action coming tomorrow. We got doubleheader baseball, Bluffton versus McIntosh and Beaufort versus McIntosh coming on Friday. And then we got Bluffton versus James Island lacrosse on Saturday. So a couple of lacrosse games here this week. So got a lot of action coming for you. We're going to take a quick break. I'm just going to mute the mics here till we start PKs, and we'll be right on back.
co-captain Lexi Jones going to take the first penalty kick for the Eagles. And she will score. Eagles go up 1-0 on penalty kicks. Able to put that in the left corner.
And there goes that new soccer shootout scoreboard.
We'd love to see it.
Right there. So the first one is a hit for Beaufort. They go up 1-0 here at the PKs.
Chance for Bluffton to respond. See Lady. And she will not be able to get to it as Bluffton will tie at 1. And now Peyton Mullen, been everybody's favorite player in the chat on the Eagles side.
Tune it in, right?
This is her chance here, what everybody's been waiting for. And able to send it to the right side. Goalie didn't even move to give the Eagles the 2-1 lead. Now it's Bluffton's turn to respond. So far, Jones and Mullen have done the job for Beaufort, gone 2 for 2. See if Laney can give the Eagles a save. Or if Bluffton can equalize. Kick on the way. And Laney unable to get that one. Diving attempt there, but in that left corner, Bluffton able to equalize. Here comes another one of the co-captains for the Lady Eagles, Reese Myers. Beaufort electing to send all 3 of their co-captains first up.
Yeah, so this is gonna come into the clutch right here. You got 3 kicks left for each team, so this is gonna get down to the final moment. So,
and able to put that one 3 for 3 for Beaufort. Co-captains all doing their job for the Lady Eagles.
oh, we got Mr. Kaiserling checking in for Peyton Mullen. Peyton Mullen's definitely the fan favorite here.
Laney unable to get that one. She guessed the right side, but 3 apiece as Pacheco steps into the box. Pacheco taking a few steps back. And the kick on the way and puts it in the left corner. 4-3 now for the Eagles. So far, team has yet to miss.
So yeah, it looks like it might come down to the last shot, and the pressure could be on, especially if you're Bluffton, you're shooting last. So right here, you could, miss it and give Beaufort the opportunity for the advance, and then you'll have the last shot. So they got the best opportunity for a walk-off.
Laney unable to stop that one. Again, put into the left corner as here comes the Region Player of the Year for 2023, Selena Duncan, number 14 for the Lady Eagles. Chance to put them back in the lead. Again, so far, both teams have yet to miss. See if Duncan can continue that trend here. And she will not. Great save there for the Bobcats.
Yeah, it was something that you weren't, expecting to see. Duncan finally comes out and she misses the kick.
Shot it straight at the
Bluffton,
keeper.
yeah.
And now it's up to Laney in a big spot to keep Bluffton out.
All tied at 4-4, opportunity for the lead. And you save your best player for last, assuming that's the surefire thing, and she's the one that, misses for them.
And that's going to win it for Bluffton. 5-4 on penalty kicks. A clutch save on the shot from Selena Duncan. Able to bury it. What an entertaining game we've been treated here tonight.
And I want to thank everybody for tuning in here on Beaufort Zone. Bluffton going to win walk-off fashion, 5-4, and the penalty kicks. Want to thank everybody for watching. Once again, if you've been enjoying our stream here tonight, you can always text Beaufort to 801-801 to help support our coverage here on Beaufort Zone. Thank you for watching, and once again, have a great night.